Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. We'll take a quick break and when we return, we'll bring you the news. Please stay with us. We apologize for that break-in transmission due to technical issues. On Global News Express, President Tinubu writes National Assembly submits 4 tax reform bills. Imo governor urges Edo governor-elect to fulfill campaign promises. In business, federal government grants tax exemptions for oil and gas sector. And in sports, Eguavron gives conditions for accepting full-time Super Eagles coaching job. Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Express on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and free to air on Nigecomsat. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has submitted 4 tax reform bills to the House of Representatives for consideration and quick passage. In a letter read at plenary by Speaker Abbas Tajuddin, the President said the bills were designed in line with the objective of his administration. The bills are the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, which is expected to provide the fiscal work for tax in the country, and Tax Administration Bill, which will provide clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce disputes. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has proposed an amendment to the 1999 Constitution to provide for rotational presidency among the 6 geopolitical zones in the country. Atiku, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in last year's election, also suggested a 6-year single term for presidents of the country. The former vice president noted that the proposals are aimed at advancing the cause of constitutional democracy in the country. The National Assembly commended the process of amending the 1999 Constitution with issues of power rotation, local government autonomy, creation of additional states, and return of regionalism, among others, in the front burner. A High Court of the Federal Capital in Maitama has issued a public summons against immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, to attend court and answer to a fresh 16 counts pending against him. By the summons, Bello is to attend court on October 24th in response to the summons and for his arraignment along with 2 other defendants. Justice Marian Aneni issued the order for public summons in a ruling, following an application by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Justice Anine ordered the EFCC to publish the public summons in a widely circulating newspaper. The National Association of Nigerian Students has rejected the National Examination Council NECO's 50,000 naira fee for reprinting of certificates. It was earlier reported that the new policy was announced in a statement by NECO on September 30th, 2024 by the Registrar of NECO in Mina, Niger State, Dantani Wushishi. The statement says the 50,000 naira fee for certificate reprint is subjected to periodic review, and the reprint request will only be approved within 1 year of the original certificate issuance. Ahead of the October 5th local government election in Benue State, Governor Hyacinth Alia has declared Friday, October 4th, a work-free day. Alia declared this in a statement by his chief press secretary, Tesu Kule, and made it available to newsmen in Makurdi, the state capital, that the work-free day is to allow the electorate to travel to their respective local government areas to exercise their franchise. He emphasized the importance of active participation in the electoral process and encouraged all citizens to take advantage of this work-free day to exercise their civic duty. Zamfara State Police Command has arrested 6 foreigners from Burkina Faso and Niger Republic, in connection with illegal mining and banditry in the state. The State Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Dalijam, while parading the suspects at the command headquarters in Gusau, Zamfara State capital, said 3 suspects who are from Burkina Faso were arrested along Anka local government, where the late bandits kingpin Halilu Sububu's mining site is located. Global Television brings you details. Police, Zamfara State, Mohammed Dalijan, noted that the suspects from Burkina Faso were arrested with some dangerous chemicals, including CNI chemicals, which they were using in extracting gold, while the 3 foreigners from Niger Republic were arrested with 3 locally fabricated AK-47 rifles and AK-47 ammunitions. The Commissioner of Police said 10 additional illegal miners from Talata Mafara local government with many bags of mineral processing chemicals were also arrested.
For someone to leave Burkina Faso to come and enter our bush where our people cannot ordinarily enter, there is more to it. That's why I invited the federal mining officer so that we put the heads together and see what we can do about this ugly trend.
He expressed concerns over the rate of irregular migration of foreigners into the country with the aim of committing crimes, while re-emphasizing his command's effort to ensure the ban of mining by the federal and state governments is fully enforced. For Global Television, Queen Agaba reporting. Commissioner of Police Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has asked the Edo State Governor-elect Okpebholo Monday to ensure he fulfills his campaign promises to the people. Here is our reporter in Imo State, Amachi Ibe's story.
This is the first time the Edo State Governor-elect Okpebholo Monday is visiting Imo State Government House after the All Progressive Congress APC won the election of September 21st, 2024 in Edo State. The aim of the visit is to thank Governor Hope Uzodinma for the brotherly role he played during the election, as well as invite him for his inauguration that will take place in November 12, 2024. In his response, the governor...
By the grace of God, 12th of November is the swearing in. We know that you will be there to perform the role of a father, which you are to the progressive governors.
In his response, the governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodinma, expressed gratitude for the visit and reminded him to fulfill his campaign promises to the people of Edo State.
To do those things you promised during the campaign, to give Edo State a new look, to bring prosperity to Edo and development, and to justify the confidence reposed on you by the leaders of our party in Edo State and members of our party in Edo State, and indeed the entire Edo indigenes.
Dignitaries present during the visit are Edo State Deputy Governor-elect Dennis Idahosa, Senator Adams Oshomole, and the All Progressive Congress Edo State Chairman. Hopefully, this visit of Edo State Governor-elect Monday Okpebholo to Governor Hope Uzodinma will bring a closer ties to the people of Imo State and Edo State. From Government House Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Senator representing Borno South, Mohammed Ndume, has called on President Bola Tinubu to temporarily hire the services of those he called military contractors to wipe out the remnants of Boko Haram terrorists in Borno State. Ndume, who hailed the gallant performance of the military and civilians joint task force, said they are ill-equipped to carry out the task of eliminating the remaining insurgents who operate within. The House of Representatives has rejected the planned conferment of the Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, CFR, on Tajuddin Abbas, Speaker of the Green Chamber. During plenary, the House says it is unacceptable for Tinubu to confer the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, GCON, on Senate President Godswill Akpabio and Kudirat Kekereekun, Chief Justice of Nigeria, CJN, while reserving CFR for Abbas. The House passed the resolution following the adoption of a motion of urgent public importance, sponsored by Philip Agbese, lawmaker from Benue State. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted thunderstorms from Thursday to Saturday across the country. NIMET's weather outlook released in Abuja envisaged thunderstorms over parts of Adamawa, Taraba, Sokoto, Kebbi, Zamfara, and Kaduna states during morning hours. The agency says thunderstorms are expected over parts of Bauchi, Adamawa, Kaduna, Katsina, Taraba, Yobe, Zamfara, Borno, and Kebbi states later in the day. A federal high court in Abuja has dismissed the application by the managing director and chief executive officer of the Telecom Satellite Television Service, TSTV, Dr. Bright Echefu, seeking to stop the Inspector General of Police from investigating him on an alleged 2 billion naira fraud. Justice Inyang Ekwo dismissed the application for being frivolous and lacking in merit, as the police has the powers of investigation under Section 4 of the Police Act. The judge held that it was wrong of the TSTV CEO to seek court protection to shield himself from being probed over a petition against him on alleged stealing and misappropriation of the sum of 2 billion naira investment fund into TSTV. You're watching News Express on Global Television, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. When News Express returns, World Bank partners Ministry on Maritime Sector Development. Details of this and more after this break. Please stay with us. If you've just joined us, this is Global Television, bringing you live broadcast of the News Express. In business, a former acting governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Folashodun Shonubi, told Justice Marian Aneni of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Maitama, Abuja, that intrigues and politics were involved in the Naira redesign exercise carried out in 2022. Shonubi, who served as the Deputy Governor of Operations before his appointment as acting CBN Governor and is now retired, appeared in court as a witness in the trial of ex-CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele. He claimed that the redesigned Naira notes released by the CBN under Emefiele were different from what former President Muhammadu Buhari approved. While responding to questions from Emefiele's lawyer, Olalekan Ojo, Shonubi said the late 2022 Naira redesign exercise ahead of the 2023 general elections was fraught with politics. The World Bank Group has expressed its desire to partner with the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy to develop Nigeria's maritime sector. Announcing this in a statement, an aide to the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Ismail Omikdan, said the move was in line with the vision of the ministry. Leading a team of World Bank Group on a courtesy visit to the Blue Economy, Minister Adegboyega Oyetola, Ms. Leah Segat, said the visit was to discuss the government's vision for the development of a sustainable and integrated blue economy and sustainable fisheries. Determined to arrest the spate of divestments in the nation's oil and gas sector, the federal government has announced a new fiscal regime with a wide range of tax exemptions in the industry. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, says the fiscal incentives were aimed at revitalizing Nigeria's oil and gas sector. The VAT Modification Order 2024 introduces exemptions on a range of key energy products and infrastructure, including diesel, feed gas, liquefied petroleum gas, compressed natural gas, electric vehicles, liquefied natural gas infrastructure, and clean cooking equipment. The Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, Parliament has called on regional parliamentarians to step up efforts towards ensuring West African women's financial inclusion and investments to promote female entrepreneurship and economic empowerment. The Parliament Speaker, Memunatu Ibrahima, made the call in a statement on Wednesday evening. Ibrahima spoke at the closing ceremony of the third extraordinary session and second parliamentary seminar in Lome, Togo. She says the Parliament was committed to addressing the myriad challenges militating against West African women who are represented by the ECOWAS Female Parliamentarians Association. The federal government and the United States Agency for International Development have collaborated to drive technological innovation and sustainable development initiatives in the country. This was disclosed in a statement by the Director of Media and Corporate Communications at the National Space Research and Development Agency, Dr. Felix Ale. The statement noted that their discussions focused on harnessing technology to address pressing developmental challenges in Nigeria. This collaboration was formalized during the 79th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, where Nigeria's Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, met with the agency's Chief Innovative Officer, Mohammed Adokeda. In sports, Barcelona is reportedly contemplating a move to bring Brazilian superstar Neymar back to Camp Nou. As reported by Spanish publication Sports, the potential transfer is being considered an alternative option should the Catalans fail to secure their primary target, Erling Haaland from Manchester City. Barcelona have identified Haaland as their top priority for the summer of 2025, but the possibility of reuniting with Neymar presents an intriguing opportunity. Super Eagles interim coach Augustin Eguavoen has outlined the conditions under which he might accept a full-time role. Eguavoen, who is currently tasked with leading the team through the 2025 AFCON qualifiers against Libya after securing 4 points in the first 2 matches, stated that he would consider a permanent position only if certain requirements are met. He explained that these include a long-term contract, patience and consistent support from the Football Association. The 3-time head coach Eguavoen bemoaned not having been given enough time to fully carry out his vision for the squad. As we end the Global News Express, let's take a look at some of our top stories. President Tinubu has submitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has challenged Edo State Governor-elect to fulfill campaign promises. In business, the federal government has granted tax exemptions to oil and gas sector. And finally, in sports, we told you Augustin Eguavoen has presented conditions for accepting full-time Super Eagles coaching engagement. That's it on the News Express, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on DSTV, channel 365, Star Times, channel 276, and free to air on NigeComSat. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Queen Agaba. Thank you for watching, and see you again.